If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. If you haven't seen what Disney has planned, well, get a load of this. Disney is starting communities where people can live and never, ever have to leave or escape Disneyland. Does it sound a lot like a Fema camp? Probably, because it is. That's exactly what it is. Now, if you have followed my channel for a long time, I've always said that the way they want you to envision martial law, FEMA camps, is not the way it's going to go down. It's going to be a psychological operation that people are going to willingly participate in because they're giant babies, because they want to be coddled, and because they love and worship their false idols here on earth. Martial law is not coming with a bang. It's coming with a whimper. And people are going to willingly sign up. Look at this Disney. What do you want to call it? A detention center. Let's just start with that, where people can live in this utopia that Disney will make. They'll line up and they'll say, we're going to live here and we can escape all of our problems forever and ever and live in these detention centers. It's really quite mind-blowing how pathetic our society has become. But take a look at this and tell me that you can't see this being used as the way to lure people into FEMA. Well, of course you can, because that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to put a little ribbon and a bow on it, and they're going to tell you you could spend all the rest of your life here on Earth with doctors in the communities, groceries in the communities. You never have to leave. And you could hang out with Mickey Mouse and Pluto all day. And these morons will want to sign up for it.
How about some big news here from those who want to add some magic to their lives this morning? Disney is announcing that it has a plan to bring Walt Disney creativity into planned communities. It is called Story Living by Disney. Take a look. Disney is sprinkling pixie dust in places that you may never have expected.
And every time we reach a new horizon, we start to dream a little bigger, and we look for new ways to tell our stories.
Announcing Story Living by Disney, purpose-built communities for Disney fans to call home.
It will have that special Disney touch, attention to detail, and innovation.
Work has already begun on the 618-acre property at Rancho Mirage in California's Coachella Valley, a place Walt Disney called his laughing place, escaping there to unwind and reignite his imagination.
Story is at the heart of everything we do, and we love bringing authentic places to life to immerse you in those stories.
Called Cotino, it will include private homes, a hotel, entertainment, and dining, all surrounding a crystalline turquoise lagoon.
Quickly stick with Disney. They have announced they'll be opening live-in communities, which will include homes, shopping, stores, and restaurants. Disney cast members will be employed to run community events, keep it clean. I know a lot of people who have strict HOAs now. Do you think you'd want to live in one of these Disney communities? Maybe when you retire?
I don't know if I want to I don't want to say admit defeat and have to go into a retirement community. Look, I know they're a lot of fun and you get seniors together and it's really a great place to be. I don't think I'm ready for that right now. However, at some point in time, when that time comes, I mean, why not let it be Disney?
Right.
I mean, it's fun to be there as a kid, and you might as well finish out the same way, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, maybe Mickey knocks on your door, brings you the paper in the morning. Not a bad thing. All right.
No, there's worse things.
There are worse things.
I mean, it's quite genius, but it's actually not. I mean, obviously, if you have a brain, you have to figure that the way they're going to lure in citizens to want to join this stuff is by taking some of their favorite things and seducing them with it. Things that remind them of their childhood, things that remind them of magic, right? I mean, this is only the same place that has Tomorrowland. If you're not familiar, who developed and sponsored Tomorrowland I'm sure most of you are if you've watched my channel for a couple of years, but our friends at Monsanto, you know, the same ones who put weed killer in our food?
The Monsanto House of the Future stands in Tomorrowland. An exciting, dramatic exterior. But would people really be interested in it? Here's just a part of the answer. 5,000 to 10,000 people a day who wanted to get an idea of what a home in the future might be.
Would I like it? What a dream. Imagine how wonderful it would be to live in a house like this.
Yeah, right? So we have, of course, Monsanto's Tomorrowland, which actually looks a lot like the way the world is now with the type of technology in it. Some might say that it's dated, but don't forget, in the late 90s, they even tried to recreate Tomorrowland and call it the year 2055. Interesting, since we've heard a lot about Agenda 2030, and we've heard a lot of these politicians talking about clean energy in 2050. Now, you might not be somebody who believes that we're going to be here then, and if that's what you believe, good for you. I'm all for it, because I'd like to be out of here soon, too. But take a look at Tomorrowland and keep a close eye on how the future of tomorrow was supposed to be aliens. That's right, demons showing up. I kid you not. It was going to be hey kids, come on down to Tomorrowland, where we're going to have these fictional things known as aliens, which are really demons, and you can hang out with them. We're not conditioning you at all. You'll notice the all-seeing eye symbolism as well, which is just more stuff right in your face. But maybe the best part is the light keepers. You know, the light bearer, the light keepers. I mean, this thing is just filled with occult symbolism. So those are the things that we have Disney getting their hand in. This is Disney. I mean, I got to tell you, watching the clips, there's some of this stuff to piece this together for you. Look, I have to throw this in there. Look at these two human beings who, well, obviously were created at a Tavistock Institute. But I mean, how do people see people like this and not just roll their eyes and go, how fake can human beings be?
And you know, today is one of the big days in Southern California.
And Disneyland reinvented itself today, and big parties have been going on all day to celebrate.
And you know what? Rocket Rods. This ride, Ron, is one of the big stars of the new Tomorrowland. And I, for one, am ready to rocket into the future.
And I am ready to scream into the future, Robert. Are you ready for that?
Anything you want, partner.
All right, we have a big show in store tonight. Hang on, here we go.
I mean, if that doesn't make you embarrassed to be alive, then I don't know what will. But boy, so this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to start presenting these communities in this way. Remember, everything here in this realm, they're deliberately destroying. They're going to have people connected to technology, and they're going to let them live out their fantasies in type of these false realities and these false things that they escape, and that will, these false things that they create, and that will include places like this at Disney. So Disney fans now never have to leave the happiest place on earth. The entertainment company unveiled plans on Wednesday to build residential communities under Story Living by Disney. And if you saw the clip too, it's just like when you see these guys who work at Disney, men and women, I mean, can you not look at them and know what they're into? You just tell by the way they talk and act that there's just something sick and wrong with these people. There's Story Living by Disney. I mean, these are adults talking. Hi, welcome to the real world. You know, where we have real things going on and real problems. You know, look no further than Monsanto, since you guys work at Disney. And the thing that we need is a Fema-like camp where we can have Story Living by Disney. I mean, how sad can people actually be? The answer is pretty sad. So, Story Living by Disney, with the first to be located in Rancho Mirage, where you also heard that Disney liked to go and spend some time out there in the middle of the desert by himself. I wonder what he was doing out there. Could he have been joining up with his friends? You know, like Aleister Crowley or, I don't know, L. Ron Hubbard? You know, those guys? The ones that, you know, Hubbard himself, L. Ron Hubbard, pushing aliens onto people, the alien deception, which is really demons. You know, Aleister Crowley saying that one day demons will no longer be called demons, will be called something else. Yeah. Oh, no, he was just out in the middle of, I mean, is he by Neverland Ranch? He's just hanging out in the middle of the desert, ladies and gentlemen, clearing his mind. Whew. And people don't think anything. I mean, all of these people in these positions are all into the same stuff. They all protect one another. They're all worshipped in this realm here on Earth. It's really frightening. It really is. So the magic of Disney has inspired a new member of the Disney family of products, Story Living by Disney. Because we don't have enough people with mental health problems, this is what we need. Oh, man. Disney said that each location, including some with neighborhoods designed for residents 55 and older, will have distinctly designed spaces and amenities. And look, people hear this and they're going to go, well, it's just like a retirement community, call. It's no different than a retirement community that elderly people go to. Yeah? You sure about that? Huh? That's what you'll tell yourself because you're probably a sleeping zombie if you don't see what they're doing and how they're rounding people up into these communities. And then they're using stuff like Disney for 50. Oh, man. What we live amongst in today's world. So, despite Disney branding and marketing these communities, they will each be built in partnership with a third-party developer. DMV Development has been chosen to develop Cotino, right, which will be located right where Coachella is. So you got plenty of demonic entities lurking out there. The company has built other planned communities, including Silverleaf in Arizona. The company did not provide a timeline for when the future locations might be ready for residents. But think about that if you never thought about FEMA. I know everyone's seen the images of the caskets stacked on the side of the road and all these other things that they've deliberately leaked. If you think it's really going to come in that way, where they're going to be standing at your door, ushering you into one of these places, it's not. People are going to sign up for this stuff because of the facade that they're living in their minds, where they want to be attached to Disney, where they want the things from their childhood because they never grew up because the government babied them their whole lives. And they never had to have spines or backbones. And they're the same people who call for censorship because they don't want to have their feelings hurt. These are the same people who are going to want this and beg for it. So FEMA camps in the forms of Disney communities, that's exactly what they're going to be. All these places are, because they're going to be places that you don't leave. Oh, you have everything you need right here. And everyone goes, well, that doesn't mean that I'm trapped here. Oh, no? No? It's exactly what it means. And on top of all that, I mean, if you didn't think the Tomorrowland stuff is absolutely hilarious, we know that they use Tomorrowland, the concerts, I've covered them before, where they even have the wrist bracelets, cashless, ordeal there to brainwash the youth. If you didn't think that was ridiculous, I mean, and you probably knew about Monsanto's connection, which is just, I mean, it's utterly just insane. But how about the whole alien thing that Tomorrowland was supposed to turn into? I guess they didn't want to reveal too much because some people might be like, wait a minute, what? First we were talking about technology and flying cars. Now you're talking about aliens living with us? Oh, and light keepers? Yeah. If people don't see what's going on, I don't know what to tell you, but it's pretty right in our faces. A reminder, check out the website at callforanuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. Check it out if you haven't. I also want to remind you that there is new stuff up in the Spread Shop store. I don't know how long that stuff's going to be available. It seems like they keep pulling the stuff that I design and put in there. Don't know what to tell you, but if you like any of this stuff, I definitely would recommend getting it now before it's too late. And I want to thank all the Patrons and thank everyone out there for their support. I appreciate you all greatly. I hope you're doing well. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this. I have to hear people's opinions on this because I was just in stitches laughing at how stupid our society is becoming, that things like this are going to be used to lure in these giant adult babies into giving up their rights, their freedoms, which we've already seen them do, and they're trying to take ours away too because they're so weak and stupid. Well, this will be the icing on the cake for them, so that they can spend the rest of their lives here on Earth with the Little Mermaid and Gaston, whoever the character was that Disney released and revealed in the Beauty and the Beast, that he had a preference to dudes, because we all needed to know that. Huh? Exactly. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks again for being here. God bless you and your families.